ideas. And a great gift idea is probably the gift of good health and feeling good when you wake up in the morning. So we just had the My Pillow, and now we know that we've got dry homes. We're shutting our windows. The fireplace might be, you know, blazing. You're cranking up the heat, or you've got the heaters going. And all of that is taking the moisture out of our air. And so this is one of those items where I always say, buy it when you see it and not when you need it. Because when you need it, everybody else will need it too, because it's cold and flu season, and everybody else is feeling, not well, and they're going to be making a run on the stores and trying to find humidifiers, and they're not going to be able to find them.
Well, and right now is when we need it.
In the best one, exactly. We have them in the best way. So this is by Air Innovations. Kelly Walker brings them to us. Over 1 million of these have been sold to QVC customers, different types of air humidifiers, and this actually is your teal. We also have it in the black, and then we also have it in the platinum, and it's got an extension nozzle and all sorts of things. So tell me why this one, because I know that Air Innovations has lots of humidifiers.
This is our most feature-rich humidifier we have ever offered. It's like the Rolls-Royce of humidifiers, and right now is when you need that kind of power. It's 1 degree with the wind chill out there right now. We have 4 months of this stuff to go, this harsh, dry air, and every time, like you said, when you crank that heat up, the forced air in the fireplaces, any of that stuff, it dries the air out even more. So many of you were tossing and turning all night long, waking up every couple of hours. It's not the cold air that's doing that. It's the lack of humidity that's doing that, making you feel like you're sick, when the reality is it's just symptoms of dry air. And when you go to find that other humidifier, they're ugly. They look like medical devices. You look inside after running them, they get that slimy gunk built up in there. If it's in the tank, it's going into your air for your family to breathe in. That is why we changed everything and why we make the best of the best humidifiers on the market today. Like I said, this is like our Rolls-Royce of humidifiers. This is actually the most technologically advanced we've ever offered.
Now, you know what? If I'm watching right now, how do I know that I actually really need a humidifier?
Well, you had dry eyes, dry nasal passages, post-nasal drip, the sore, scratchy thing in your throat that keeps you up all night long, tossing and turning. A lot of people, like I said, they wake up every couple of hours thinking they're just sick for weeks on end, you know, all winter long. You're probably not sick that long. What happens is that dry air causes those symptoms. You need to add that humidity.
So, you know, it's always nice to feel good.
Yes.
And frankly, what I also love is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Isn't that right?
Absolutely.
So we're about to get into cold and flu season, and we're about to be interacting with lots of people who are really sick.
That's right.
So you want to make sure that you're staying healthy. So this is the teal, as I mentioned. Here is your black, and then this is the platinum. You said that it's got all sorts of features on it, Kelly. So tell us about what's going on inside, and then the features of this one, because this is going to last me how many nights right off the top?
This one is going to last you about 12 nights of sleep.
12
95 hours of runtime before you need to refill it. That's right. And this is clean and cool mist technology, so it's safe to the touch. It's silent to help you sleep better at night as well. But the tank and base are also infused with an antimicrobial inhibitor, and we give you the permanent ceramic filter that never needs to be replaced, so you can feel confident in the moisture going into your air. But what we've done with this is we've taken our most popular humidifier we ever had, we made it even better. We added the water level window so you can see how full it is. There's a mood light inside that you can shut off if you're a light sleeper. But right down at the bottom is the big one. There is an actual clock built into this. And what that means to you is now you can set this for the exact time of day you want it to turn on and the exact time of day you want it to turn off, and never have to think about it again, which makes it the easiest humidifier to use as well. And because the battery backup inside, even if your power goes out, you move this from room to room, when you plug it back in, guess what? That's going right back to that exact time with the exact settings, the right humidity levels, because it's got that humidistat. Everything goes right back to where you set it.
So I want you to think about this just in terms of, so you already heard, if he was like, if you're waking up with a dry, scratchy throat, you know, you certainly need a humidifier. So tell us what's going on inside, and then like recommendations for where we put it in our house.
Absolutely. This is our clean mist technology. All the water has to go through that permanent ceramic filter before hitting the atomizer, and the tank and the base are infused with that antimicrobial inhibitor, and that's what helps to prevent that bacteria buildup. With the fireplaces roaring, you need to add that extra humidity. With the bedrooms, this is 95 hours runtime on low, 12 nights of sleep before you have to refill the tank. It's got a remote control. You don't even have to get out of bed. With the kids right now, bringing home the coughs and colds, it's so important. Babies always need that extra level of moisture because you can't give them the medications that we would take to comfort ourselves in this weather, but you can give them humidity. The wood floors, wood furniture, they dry and crack without humidity.
That Mission furniture.
But put these around your house. What you want to do is, with this dry air out there, you want to create an oasis within your home. You put them in your bedroom, you put another one in your children's room, you put another one in the main living spaces, wherever you spend the most time, and you're breathing better. you're sleeping better, you're looking better even, you're just living better with a great humidifier like this one.
You know what, it's funny. So I put out my Duraflame and my humidifier, and you know, I speak for a living, so I can't have my throat go crazy, right? I can't come to work all froggy. You guys would be like, she sounds sick.
Right.
Why is she on the air? She sounds like she's got a cold. And I'd be going, my throat doesn't hurt, it's fine or whatever, but I do sound like a frog. I sound like Kermit. So this happens to be your teal, and I love that the timer is really cool, because think about it, this is going to go on, like maybe you're somebody who doesn't want to necessarily go to sleep to the humidifier or whatever. Oh, and by the way, it's quiet.
Oh, it's practically silent. Listen. Can't hear them at all. We have three of them here.
It's super quiet. Yeah, it's totally silent. We've got three going, and they're on full blast, and they're super quiet. So, but maybe you don't want it on when you immediately come home, and you want it to go on an hour after you go to sleep or whatever. You set it at 10, or you know, to go off at 7 or whatever. I love that timer aspect of it. But also, we're not the only ones who say that this is the best with your teal, your black, and your platinum. And lots of you are actually picking up more than one and taking advantage of that 6 easy payments of $13.33, because you're like, okay, in the family room it needs one, in my baby's room I need one, in my guest room I want one. I need to have one by the fireplace for sure. Costs you nothing to get it home, so that's a $5.50 savings. So when you multiply that by, if you got 3 of them or whatever, that's a nice little chunk of change. But there are also some reviews on why we need a humidifier.
Well, and this is from the Medline website. It's run by the National Institute of Health, the people that doctors go to when they have questions. Here's what they say. Humidifiers increase the humidity in your home to help eliminate the dry air that can irritate and inflame the passages of your nose and your throat. That's all of you tossing and turning all night long thinking you're sick. That's you. Number 2, humidified air can help relieve some discomforts of colds and flu. That's why doctors always recommend them when you're feeling ill. And this last one, this number 3, it's a beauty secret. In a study, 70% relative humidity improved the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and increased skin moisture compared to 40% relative humidity. So by adding that moisture to the air, we're rehydrating our skin, plumping it up, making it look more youthful. So we're not just feeling better on the inside, but ladies and gentlemen, we're looking a whole lot more beautiful on the outside as well. And I gotta say, if you don't have a humidifier that has a humidistat built in, how are you gonna know that you've got that 50% that the doctors recommend, or that 70% for that beauty secret? You're not. This one has a humidistat built in.
You know, I love that. So that now it just tells me, and I know that I'm doing the right thing.
Right. And that makes it a great gift, too, because it's easy for the person you're giving it to. I give these out. I've given them to a number of people. You will always get that person coming back to you telling you how much they love it.
A difference.
They will use this gift.
Because, you know, the thing is, right, is that you're giving them a gift of health, right? A gift of feeling better. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say like, oh, wow, it's the fountain of youth. It's a gift of feeling better, right? But it also is when you have that moisture in that atmosphere, you are in the air. You already know I do beauty shows all the time. Dry skin looks like old skin. It just does. That's just the way that translates. When you look all crackly, you look old.
Well, we all start feeling like prunes right this time of year, too.
And you start feeling like prunes, exactly. And so this like plumps you back up. So here's the teal, this is the black, this is the platinum. Let me give you measurements on this, because you might be going, I don't understand how big this is. So it is going to be, what are we looking at? In terms of height. Do we have what the height is on here? It's 8 inches of diameter, 18.5 inches high.
Yes.
Yep, 18.5 inches high, and the cord is 60 inches long, and then you also have this attachment.
Right.
So that is going to allow you to bump up where the mist is going. And this is cool mist. This is not steam. This is cool mist.
This is cool mist. This turns it from a tabletop to a floor standing unit and get that humidity up into the air where it belongs, where it can do you the most good, because it's the humidity or the lack of humidity that's actually causing the most problems right now. It's not really the cold air like everybody thinks. It's the lack of humidity. That's why doctors recommend that 45–50%. It's why you should have it when you're sleeping. It's why your kids feel better when they're bringing home coughs and colds. We comfort them with these. With your babies that can't have that medication that we would take to comfort, now you can comfort them. Your wood floors, your wood furniture, musical instruments, they all need that extra level. So that's why we say you want to create an oasis in your home. Put them in your bedroom, put them in your children's bedroom, put another one in the main living spaces, put them around your home, and now you're breathing better, you're sleeping better. Really, your whole family's just living better and looking better when you have a good
And what are those 3 things that we need to know from
the National Institute of Health? These people, these are the experts in medical technology. It says, humidifiers increase the humidity in your home to help eliminate the dry air that can otherwise irritate and inflame the passages of your nose and your throat. All of you that think you're sick all winter long, that's the dry air. Number 2, humidified air can help relieve some discomforts of colds and flu. That's why the doctors recommend them when we're feeling ill. And number 3, the beauty secret. In a study, 70% relative humidity improved the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and increased skin moisture compared to 40% relative humidity. Humidity in your skin makes you look more beautiful. Humidity in your body makes you feel so much better and just have a better day when you get a great night's sleep.
Thanks, Kelly. You know what it is? That sleep is the elixir. It's the lifeblood. So appreciate it. More than 300 of these have been spoken for. Feel free to pick up as many as you want. You know, multiply that 1333 times 2. What would you be at? 2666, which would be pretty cool. Free shipping and handling on this. This is a feature price. It's a good $23 below the suggested manufacturer's price, or the comparable retail value, that we're seeing out there in the marketplace. This is the holiday home stretch. We've got 9 days until Christmas, but when you are shopping on any one of 7 major credit cards, you are going to get your gift in time for Christmas, which is pretty awesome.